This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Good stuff. On the 11th of November, the A Crew is in Long Island at the Nassau Coliseum. 12,149 fans. And if you're listening, you're starting to pick up that it doesn't matter where the WWF goes outside of Greensboro last week. You guys are getting double, four figures when it comes to numbers of fans in these arenas. They see you and Tully defeat the Young Stallions again. The next day, you and Tully were featured on the Superstar tapings, where you defeat Al Kinsey and Mario Mancini in about 2 minutes. And Arn, here we go. As you imagine, we have the clip from the match taped back in October. This is the November 12th edition of Superstars. Let's check it out together.
Well, they have been doing their share of winning.
Look at Arn ripping at the face in there. It's that little extra that makes the difference. And great tag team action.
Bobby Heenan applauding the efforts of his Brainbusters. We had an occasion to speak with the Brainbusters earlier on. Here's what they had to say.
Bobby the Brain has always been regarded as the greatest manager of all time. Now he truly is, because he's got the Brainbusters, Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard. All you teams, if you need a visual aid, it's gut check time, and I assure you, these are the two guys that are going to check your guts.
What do you think of that?
I like that interview.
That wasn't an interview.
Doesn't banter
That was
around
a
the
monologue. That wasn't an interview.
No.
You're supposed to be a journalist,
You're
Jesse.
getting so technical on me, McMahon. Just because your ring favorites are in there, you're always getting a bad move.
Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson thus far pretty much in control of things.
Although I'm not going to get on you, McMahon, today. I'm not going to be on your case today.
Why is that?
Because you may not show up next week and I could end up with Sean Mooney.
Stop it. As we take a look at that slingshot suplex, it's over. Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, along with the Brain.
And Arn Anderson, the Brainbuster.
Let's go back, Jazz, and take a look.
All right,
Some of the
Jazz, you see a
action here.
beautiful drop kick here by Tully Blanchard. Wham, right on the chin. Here's Arn Anderson firing him and catches him. Boom, reverse slam right there. And here's a slingshot suplex. That rope just gives an added little spring to the drive into that mat. Big win for the Brainbusters.
I see.
So there we go. I love Jesse and Vince. Few things here. This was taped at the Saturday Night's Main Event. That's why you saw the ring skirt banner wasn't changed, and it said Saturday Night's Main Event. Jesse doesn't know your moves, the Spinebuster. We've already talked about that. The reverse slam is what he called it. It's just one of those little things. But during the insert there, the interview, no Bobby, it's Arn, but you and Tully. And you put the Brain over, and you reminded everyone why you guys were there. No free flow. You keep it brief and to the point. Do you like this inserts kind of as you wrestle where you guys pop in and do your thing? That was a big WWF thing back then.
They were testing us. They were testing us to see if Bobby wasn't there, if we would take advantage. You know what I mean? Either go longer or not say what was, they'll kind of give you an idea of what they wanted you to talk about. So I think it was a test. And we did not push the envelope. We knew what they wanted. And the thing that I was just noticing, that's why I love watching these old clips. That was a big guy.
He was big.
If you just looked at his legs, you go back and pull that up. Look at his legs where Tully and him were standing chest to chest. His thighs were huge. I mean, he had to be a 350, 60-pound man. One of the things I think that maybe got swept under the rug a little bit. One of the things we were able to do is take guys bigger than us and still manhandle them. Tully was 220. And slingshot suplex is not easy. You have to hit with the guy's shins and ricochet off that top rope pretty much perfectly or it'll stall on you. Muscled him over. Spinebuster, no problem. Never had a problem with that. But the ability to, which would come into play later, being able to, I used to vertical suplex Barry Darsow. Who would have thunk it? Nobody ever did it. Nobody did it before we went up there, and he allowed me to do that to him. You should have seen that crowd.
You talk about doing power moves to big guys. How about Tully's drop kick right in the button?
Yeah.
I mean, he was impressive. I don't remember necessarily paying attention that closely to Tully and his drop kicks as I have these last 2 weeks and what he's doing here. But, I mean, he's putting it right on their chins.
Yeah, I mean, Tully was an excellent worker. He had skills. You know, he could have been a good baby face if people didn't hate his guts so bad. But he had the tools and the skills to be one.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.